Have you ever imagined having a dragon as a pet? Not a giant, fire-breathing one, but a smaller, much friendlier version? Well, let me introduce you to the bearded dragon. These remarkable lizards come all the way from the vast, sun-drenched landscapes of Australia. They are part of a group of lizards called, and they are perfectly adapted to life in the deserts, woodlands, and rocky areas of their homeland. Their calm and docile nature has made them one of the most popular reptile pets all around the globe. It's truly amazing how a creature from the wild outback has found such a cozy spot in our homes and hearts. Now, you might think a creature from the tough Australian outback must be incredibly rugged, and you'd be right. Bearded dragons are semi-arboreal, which is a fancy way of saying they love to climb. In their natural habitat, you'll often spot them basking on rocks, logs, or tree branches, soaking up the warm sunshine. This isn't just for relaxation. It's a vital part of their daily routine to get the energy they need. Even though they have a reputation for being super chill, don't be fooled. These little dragons have a complex social world and can be quite territorial when they need to be. One of the most fascinating things about bearded dragons is how they control their body temperature, a process called thermoregulation. Since they are cold-blooded, they rely on their environment to warm up or cool down. To get their day started, they will find a sunny spot and can actually change their skin color. They turn a darker shade to absorb heat more efficiently from the sun's rays. This clever trick helps them reach their ideal active body temperature of about 40 degrees Celsius much faster. It's like having a built-in solar panel, a perfect adaptation for a sun-loving lizard. But what happens when the Australian sun gets a little too intense? Bearded dragons have a plan for that too. When the heat becomes unbearable, they seek out cooler places to escape the scorching temperatures. They are excellent diggers, and will often burrow themselves into the cooler soil underground. Once they're comfortably tucked away, they can enter a dormant state to conserve energy and stay cool until the temperatures become more manageable. This ability to adapt to extreme heat is just one of the many survival skills that make these lizards so incredibly resilient and fascinating to observe. So, how does a bearded dragon get its name? It's all about that incredible beard. Both males and females have a patch of spiky skin under their throats, but it's the males who really know how to show it off. When a bearded dragon wants to look tough, show dominance, or scare off a rival, it will inflate its throat, making the beard puff out dramatically. This display makes the dragon look much bigger and more intimidating than it actually is. It's their primary way of saying, "Hey, this is my territory and I'm the boss here." It's a truly spectacular sight. The beard isn't just for show, it's also a billboard for their emotions. A calm and happy bearded dragon will have a beard that is the same color as the rest of its body. However, when things get serious, they can change the color of their beard in an instant. The most aggressive and dominant display is a jet black beard. This signals that the dragon is stressed, angry, or ready to defend its space. Paired with an open mouth and a puffed up body, a black beard is a clear warning to back off. This color-changing ability is an amazing form of communication in their silent world. Besides the beard, these lizards have another way of communicating: head bobbing. It might look like they're just jamming to their favorite tunes, but it's a very serious social signal. A fast, vigorous head bob is a sign of dominance, usually performed by a male trying to establish his place in the hierarchy. Other dragons, especially smaller males or females, might respond with a slow circular wave of one of their arms. This arm-waving gesture is a submissive signal, basically saying, "I see you, I'm not a threat, let's just all get along." Watching these interactions is like watching a secret lizard language unfold. Despite their chilled-out reputation with humans, bearded dragons can be quite aggressive toward each other, especially males. In the wild, they live within a strict daily hierarchy. A dominant male will fiercely defend his territory and his access to females and basking spots. He will challenge any other dragon that doesn't immediately show submissive behavior like arm waving. This can lead to serious fights, which is why pet owners are always advised to house them separately. It's a powerful reminder that even the most relaxed-looking animals have a wild side rooted in survival. When the weather starts to warm up after the cold season, a bearded dragon's thoughts turn to romance. The mating season is a flurry of activity and impressive displays. A male trying to attract a female will put on quite a show. He'll start with his signature head bobbing, sometimes at different speeds, to show off his strength and stamina. He might also stomp his feet and flash his darkened beard to make sure he has her full attention. It's his way of proving he is the best and most dominant choice for a mate. a dramatic courtship ritual in the animal kingdom. If a female is interested, she might signal her acceptance with a slow head bob or an arm wave. Once the male gets the green light, the courtship continues. He will often gently, or sometimes not so gently, bite the back of the female's neck to hold her in place during mating. It might look a bit rough to us, but it's a standard part of their natural behavior. After mating, the female will lay a clutch of eggs, typically burying them in a safe, sandy spot. This ensures the next generation of bearded dragons is protected as they begin their journey into the world. Here's where things get really wild. The gender of the baby bearded dragons isn't decided by chromosomes alone. It's heavily influenced by the temperature at which the eggs are incubated. This is called temperature-dependent sex determination. Eggs incubated at cooler temperatures, below about 34 degrees Celsius, will hatch as males. However, if the incubation temperature rises above that point, the hatchlings will all be female, regardless of their genetic makeup. It's a fascinating biological switch that has huge implications for their populations in the wild. This unique reproductive strategy is now a source of concern for scientists. With global temperatures on the rise due to climate change, there's a real worry that wild bearded dragon populations could become skewed. If nesting sites become too warm, it could lead to an overabundance of females and a severe shortage of males. This could make it very difficult for the species to reproduce successfully in the future. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected life is on our planet, and how changes in our climate can have unexpected consequences for amazing creatures like these. Just like bears in colder climates, bearded dragons have their own version of hibernation to survive the winter. This process is called brumation. When the days get shorter and the temperatures drop, these lizards find a safe and secure spot to settle in for a long nap. During brumation, their metabolism slows down dramatically. They stop eating and drinking, and their activity levels drop to almost zero. This incredible adaptation allows them to conserve precious energy and survive the cold months when food is scarce and basking isn't possible. They re-emerge when the warmth and sun return. When they are active, bearded dragons have a healthy appetite. As youngsters, their diet consists almost entirely of insects. They are voracious hunters of crickets, roaches, and worms, which provide the protein they need to grow big and strong. As they mature into adults, their tastes change, and they become more omnivorous. Their diet diversifies to include a larger proportion of plant matter. Adult bearded dragons enjoy munching on a variety of leafy greens, vegetables, and even some fruits. This balanced diet is crucial for their long-term health, both in the wild and in our homes. While most bearded dragons follow a typical life path, nature sometimes produces incredible anomalies. One of the most startling, though rare, is a condition called bicephalism. This is a congenital defect where a bearded dragon is born with two heads. While it may sound like something out of mythology, these two-headed lizards can and do survive. Each head can think and eat independently, which can sometimes lead to competition over food. Caring for a two-headed dragon requires special attention, but their existence is a testament to the strange and wonderful possibilities of biology. It's easy to see why bearded dragons have become such beloved pets. Their calm, curious, and generally gentle nature makes them a fantastic companion for reptile enthusiasts of all ages. They are considered relatively easy to care for, as long as their specific needs for heat, light, and diet are met. Many owners report that their bearded dragons are affectionate and even seem to enjoy being handled and interacting with their human family. They bring a piece of the wild, ancient world into our homes, reminding us of the incredible diversity of life on Earth. They truly are the ultimate chill masters of the reptile world.